What is the deal, Raider Nation? What's happening with my Raider family? And you're back for another live Wednesday episode of the Raider Rundown, man. So y'all know what time it is. Today we're gonna be going over everything that the Las Vegas Raiders have been doing, right? We talking about new signings. We talking about some rumors that's been going on, right, since the past week. Also, some juicy hot takes. Also, we got a very special guest in the building. So it's a jam-packed episode today. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Hit that like button already. We're going to get the intro started. Man, let's get the show cracking. Man, what's the deal, man? You back. You know what time it is. We here for another Wednesday episode. So like I said, we're going to be discussing a whole lot of topics today, right? So the draft is getting closer. Thank God, right? Because not going to lie, bro. I love talking to y'all, but let's be real, bro. We over here talking about the same shit weeks upon weeks upon weeks. But at the end of the day, that's okay, right? Because we getting closer to the finale, right? We getting closer to what the Raiders are going to be doing, right, in the next coming weeks. The team is going to be rounded into shape. But before we get into all that, man, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what we always do here on the Raider Rundown here on Wednesdays. Showing love to the chat, showing love to the family. It's the first thing of the show. You know, we got to get the roll call in, man. The chat lives always matter. So I got to give salute to my family. Y'all always showing up in the building, man. Always showing out. First and foremost, man, my dog 2 Cents. How you feeling, man? How you feeling in the building, man? I'm glad you are here, man. Chilling with the dog, man. I got a very special guest in the background, man. So I'm going to bring him on in just a minute. But the conversation going to get real spicy. Going to get real good today, man. Guaranteed. But shout out to my dog, Chris, as well, man. Protect the Shield in the building. Always showing love. TRS, the movement. Y'all know what time it is, man. Y'all, if you don't know now, you know. On Sundays, man, TRS is taking over on Sundays. It's always a Syndicate Sunday. So shout out to my brethren in the building, man. BZ, what's the deal, BZ? How you feeling, man? I'm glad y'all can make it today, man. Y'all could be anywhere getting your Raider news, but you're here with your boy, man, and I appreciate that. Michael 918, man. Shout out. Salute chat. Another day closer. Hey, man, I can't be more excited. Can't be more excited. We got good conversation on the way for sure. Turf in the building. What's up, Turf? What it do to you? Saw your Harrison Bryant grade you just gave. I love that show, man. That was one of the better shows, one of the better grades and all that breakdowns that you have given for sure, man. So salute. And y'all already know what it is tomorrow, man. Turf and Rundown. Don't be late on that, man. And last but not least, man, got to get something into the Raider way. How you feeling? How you feeling? Also, my other TRS brother, man, Leo in the building, man. How are you feeling? So without further ado, man, we're going to bring the first guest that we have on our Wednesday show, right? This is the first guest, but I couldn't be more excited that this is the first guest, man. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring him in, and that is my guy, Daniel, man. How are you feeling, man?
What's good, dude? So stoked to be on the Raider Rundown. Thanks for having me. I didn't realize I was the first guest on Wednesday, so no pressure, I guess, huh?
Nah, hey, first guest, bro. First guest, and honestly, I'm excited that you the first guest, because at the end of the day, like I said, I saw some of your takes on Chris's show, right, on Protect the Shield, and for me, I was like, yeah, I got to get him on, got to see, what he's thinking about the draft, man. So number one, right, what we like to do here on the Raider Rundown, right, we like to go over what's been going on since we was on air last, right? So real talk, we're going to start with the first segment of the day, which is it's the Raider Recents, man. So basically, we talking about what has stood out to us as far as what's been going on in the past week and just news in general, man. So I want to ask you being the guest, right? What has stood out to you over, the past couple weeks as the draft comes closer, right? Is anything standing out to you? Anything that you're like, man, this might be some important information before the draft comes?
The one thing, nothing crazy, right? But one thing
Right.
I took away pretty heavy was the Mark Davis situation when he said pretty much, "Hey, you've got my blessing to go whatever you want," and that pretty much means like, and again, it's no disrespect to Lesko, right, the GM, but it's like, dude, this is like Pierce's show, you know what I'm saying? So we're all in. Like that's the vibe, right? Telesco's not the vibe, you know what I mean? No disrespect. Like again, stoked to have him as the GM, but it's like, you know what I mean? Hey, if move number one was AP wanted Josh Jacobs, Telesco said, nah, you know what I'm saying? Okay, you got to give and take a little. So that
Right.
means now AP gets his QB. It's not Telesco says, oh no, we're waiting, doing whatever. In my opinion, I think that was huge for Davis to kind of say that, because I think it does put heavy pressure on him. And I don't know. I think it showed how much he backs AP, right? Like
I agree. I fully agree. And when I saw that, I was saying to everybody, TRS, everybody that was listening, like, that's important. And then you kind of go back to what you was hearing, even when we were searching for a head coach, searching for a GM, right? What did they say? Mark Davis was grilling candidates about, do you want to move up? So to me, I mean, it ain't no coincidence. Now you talk about giving the blessing. It's like, well, I got my guys, you know what I mean? The plan may be set to where I like it. All right, man, go up, move up. Let's do it. You know what I mean? That's where I feel like we might be going.
absolutely.
So, I know we talk a lot about, quarterbacks and stuff. So I want to give up, since it is the Raider recents, right? I do want to go ahead and talk about what I just heard, right? And
I didn't know if you wanted to bring that up yet or not. So
that would be this right here, right?
Yep.
So we talk about this. Spencer Rattler is, apparently on the Raiders' radar very heavy, right? Apparently he's on that radar very, very heavily. Now I see a lot of people go back and forth, right? Some people don't like him, some people do. Me, the arm talent, right? I can be okay with the arm talent, but at the end of the day, I think that he has some issues that need to be corrected. I want to get your opinion on that. With Spencer Rattler, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, he's raw, right? It's he could easily be, hey, this guy's not even backup caliber, or again, wow, who knew this guy was this good? It's like we all play, right? The futon, the GM, the armchair scout, right? But I love doing it. But it's like at the end of the day, that he's one of the guys. It's such a low floor and such a high ceiling. It's crazy.
Yeah, and that's what's scary, right? That's what's scary.
I mean, so scary about it.
Because you look at the arm talent, right? And then you're like, he has the talent to make every single throw. Like, there's no question. You know what I mean? But then sometimes it's like, what's between the ears, right? Like, sometimes you see some turnovers and you're like, head scratchers, right? Very, very head scratching. And you're like, bro, what are you doing? Exactly. Decision making, sometimes you're like, what are you doing? So could it be that he had, a bad supporting cast? Maybe. I mean, otherwise than Xavier Legette, what else did he do? What else did he have to throw to? His offensive line was very terrible. You can't say that. But it just depends what round we would be looking at him in. Like, so for you, right, if you were in the GM chair, what round are you even considering Spencer Rattler?
So it depends on obviously how the draft falls, right? If there is a crazy, just outrageous QB, everybody's gone in the first. Bo Nix is gone. Penix is gone. Every single person is gone, right? It's like, all right, well, where does he stack up? Or where, we got to play the game of where does every other GM have him on their, list? Right. So I definitely don't want to take him the second. And I don't think we would, and I don't think we would even have to come close to that. It's more like the fourth, I feel like, would be the earliest, right? Right around the fourth, I feel like. But again, I feel like it's a miss, honestly. Like I really have a top three, and we'll get into this later. But I feel like if we miss, man, it's like we're swinging for the fences in a sense, like. And
we're going to be getting into them rankings a little later, guaranteed, because that's something I definitely want to get into with you about, But at the end of the day, we talking about Spencer Rattler, right? As a guy that has said religiously, I will not be touching Michael Penix at the 13th overall pick.
Thank you.
it would be crazy for me to sit here and say, "Oh yeah, I won't do that," but I get Spencer Rattler in a second.
Yeah,
no, I would not do that, bro. Like that, neither. You know what I mean? Like if we miss out on him because people want to get him in the second round, so be it.
That's how I feel about Penix at 13, where it's like, hey, if somebody wants him at 14, they can have him. You know what I mean? We can't do it. And I'm with you. Same thing with Rattler. It's like, yeah. I mean, if you want him before the third, there's no way we're touching him, and it would have to be.
Yeah, bro, you can do that. If it works out, good for you, bro. Like if he works out, that's good for you. But we're not at that point as a team, to me, to be taking that type of risk with this position. We're not. We're not there. We still got a little more things we need to fill out. But I'm glad, we're on the same page as far as Spencer Rattler. Now, let me ask you this question, because this is gonna get some people riled up in the comments, and y'all can go ahead and comment down below. We're gonna get some of y'all chats in just a minute. But I hear a lot of talk about Jordan Travis as well, right? So if it's between the two, where are you leaning, right? Where are you leaning more?
Rattler, but
it's a very slim lean.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly. Like realistically, I don't want either, but you know what I mean? Like,
right. And this is what I was discussing with some of my guys. I know, shout out to Chris, shout out to Leo. They like Jordan Travis, But at the end of the day, if we're regulated to just that, then now we're slippery slope. We're pretty much looking at Aiden at that point.
That's what I'm saying. You are level or below what we already have. That's why I'm like, it's almost like
might as well rock with Aiden, bro. We might as well rock the stash and keep it going. That's how I feel. So, before we really get into all that, I want to see what some of the chat is saying, man. I want to see what they talking about. Michael says he likes Rattler in the 5th or 6th. I definitely agree with that. I like that. How you feel about that?
Sure. Yeah, that's value there at that point. You know what I'm saying? That's finally where you're like, okay, I didn't waste a 4th round pick or 3rd round pick on a guy that's not going to be a backup if it goes that bad.
I completely agree. Now, shout out to my guy Severe, man. Shout out. He has a very fire show with Pharaoh, man, the 50-50 show. But he has been religious at saying that he wants Michael Penix at 13, right? He says Michael Penix at 13 is astronomically better value than Rattler in round 2. And I'm higher on Rattler than most. No, but this is true. I would agree with that.
Yeah, if you told me we had to take Rattler in the 2nd, which means what pick would that be, like 40 something, right?
44.
Oh, fuck 44. That. Yeah,
you feel me? That's high, bro. That's high.
Yeah, at that point, it is take Penix at 13. But again, that, man, and like being the fantasy whatever, right? And being now in Dynasty fantasy, like I've dove so much deeper into these crazy stats where it's like, honestly, what scares me so much about Penix, not the age, even the injury, right? Both of those red flags, but dude, that accuracy. And especially under pressure. And as a Michigan fan, I saw it firsthand. Dude, we destroyed. Now, don't get me wrong, tough as nails, right? Hung in there, but couldn't do nothing, right? Like under pressure. And in the NFL, we need those guys that can do it under pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I definitely agree with you. And that's the thing about his game that worries me as well, because because of injury.
Right, nobody's denying that. He's got that deep ball, baby.
And I've definitely already said this. Like, if he didn't have any injuries, he's probably the 2nd or 3rd best quarterback in this draft class. No question to me. That arm talent is special. But because of injuries, bro, like you can kind of see it. It's kind of decreased some of the athleticism in his game. From Indiana to Washington, it's not really the same type of mobile dude, right? He was a little more mobile in Indiana, but after the injuries, he kind of tampered that down. Now, so my thing, like you were saying, if the accuracy is off in a game, right? How can he combat that? Like, what else can he do to make up for the accuracy not being where it's at? Yeah. So that's another thing.
And it's like back to the accuracy thing. Like, look at Adams, right? Devontae Adams had some drops last year where it's like, the ball wasn't placed where it should have been, right? But he should have easily still caught him. But then there was times where it's like, dude, you didn't even put it catchable, and he's wide open, right? We can't have more of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? We don't have time for that in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Right. So
now, and that's not us saying, because somebody's going to come down here and say it, but that's not us saying like he sucks or he cannot do that, because he.
Oh, no, absolutely
arm
not.
Talent, bro. Yeah. No, above none, bro. He, Caleb, I think has better arm talent, but I think he'd be a tick below that to me, right? If we talking about no injuries and it's just pure arm talent, that's where we at. But like you saying, if that accuracy's off and he's not, clicking how he's supposed to click, it's gonna be a rough day because he has nothing to combat.
The frustration starts building. Exactly.
Yeah. There you go. Leo says, "Fuck them picks. Trade up for JD5."
Yeah, shout out Leo.
Bro. Fully agree.
Let's go.
And we're gonna get into that a little later because I saw some of your takes, but I'm definitely on that wave, man. Definitely on that Jaden wave. That's what I want. And people still calling me a fool for it, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Let me see. Penix at 13 seems like a reach value-wise. It is. I agree 100%. And last but not least, with Anthony, Penix is a good pick at 13, not a reach. My guy Anthony, I love you, man, but you got to get the first button of the day.
Boo this man!
You got to get the first button. Man. And I don't know, man. I can't get down with it, but it's okay. I still respect the opinion, man. I definitely respect the opinion. So, right, I do also want to get into this topic. I do want to see what you think about this because I want to know if that changes anything for you as far as draft plans, right? When you talk about also the Raiders signing Cody Whitehair, right? They signed Cody Whitehair to a 1-year deal worth up to $3 million. So really, veteran minimum type of signing. But at the end of the day, somebody that you look, can still play, can still give you good snaps. So what did you think about that signing? As far as the Raiders doing that?
It was kind of, mediocre, whatever. It didn't move the needle much for me. Like, again, any depth at the offensive line is good, though. I will acknowledge that. Okay, I'm not trying to say he sucks, whatever. Like, but again, I mean, I feel like he's just average. You know what I mean? He's right. He's not, He's not a top dog. He's, in a sense, he's average. Is how I look at it.
Yeah, and that's, I think this is something like the Van Roten signing a little bit last year. You know what I mean? I think he may be an upgrade. He's definitely an upgrade over Van Roten. Just seeing how Bears fans talked about him leaving and things of that nature. So he's definitely an upgrade. And can play, already knows the system as well.
That's one thing I did think about. Yep.
So I like that. You know what I mean? That's good. But, for me, that don't impact nothing. At 13, if it's not no quarterback, you take Fuaga or you take one of them offensive linemen.
Yeah, any of them with the last F name, I've seen like all three of them I actually like. So I was definitely down with that.
You know what I mean? We roll. I still take an offensive lineman, no question. You know what I mean? So regardless of it, I like the signing because I feel it gives us that veteran guard. You know what I mean? But now, right tackle is where we should be looking. So let me ask you, right? At right tackle, are you cool with Thayer Munford, or do you want to draft somebody at 13?
Ooh. I the automatic answer is don't want to draft somebody at 13 because we want Daniel, so we want to be moving up. But worst comes to worst, like I said, I'd be quick. And again, I'll even go back real quick to the Penix thing where it's like, yes, I'm saying it's a reach order. That's not going to ruin the draft for me if we take Penix at 13. Don't get it twisted where I'm like going to be, it's not like what was it, Cleveland Farrell at
that's different. Yeah, that's it. Alex Leatherwood and Damon Arnett.
Brutal, right? Yeah, taking. Yeah, exactly.
But at the end of the day, I mean, I am a Thayer Munford supporter. I like Thayer Munford. Right, I think that he can hold that right tackle spot down. I really do. Now with the signing of Whitehair, do you still go with Fuaga at 13? Because now you're saying like basically it's gonna be a battle at camp. Which at the end of the day, I'm not mad at that. I like competition, right? So whoever best guy wins. But they talking about Fuaga being able to play guard, and he might have to play guard. So this is the whole thing. So would you want to just go in and say like, oh no, let's just get a rookie tackle, or could you trust Thayer?
Honestly, I would prefer one of the rookies over him if it came down to it, I guess. You know what I mean? But I haven't dove deep enough into the looking later on. Because like I said, I've looked at the and I can't remember all their names because they're all so close, but the 3 dudes with last name F, it's like Fuanga,
Fashanu,
yep,
and Fatanu or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah. So it's like definitely cool with all 3. But like I said, realistically, the dream is getting our guy, right? So it's like that we can't get any of those guys. They're not going to be there. So it's like I have to dive deeper into the, pretty much round 2 if we're going offensive.
Now, what's lovely, right? I like that we on the same page right here with the Jayden Daniels thing, right? We're going to be on the same page. But, I want to hear from you because a lot of people ask me, like, is it just because, the AP connection? I'm like, it's part of it. But the skill set to me is something that can be a franchise quarterback here. That's what I believe. But I want to hear from you, man. Like, so as far as Jayden Daniels, what's your belief? What do you see when you see Jayden Daniels?
So obviously, right, it is the connection to AP, to coach, but it's like, look what he did at Arizona State, right? And I like that whole coaching staff, to be honest with you. I keep going back to his touchdown to interception ratio. Dude, that's what you look for, in my opinion, as like a scout, right? I don't want 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions. No offense, Jameis Winston, right? Like, don't want it, I want 40 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm looking for. And I'll be honest with you, like going into it, I was a big, like, and this is before last year started, I was big on Drake May, right? I was pretty big on Drake May as like my number 1.
Same here.
Dude. Jayden Daniels, because my pops is an Alabama fan, right? But so I get to see, lots of Jayden Daniels.
Right. Okay.
And,
yep.
Like for real, just man, I think he deserved the Heisman.
Yeah, no question.
Where last year I think I think you could have gave it to I don't know if Caleb Williams definitely deserved the Heisman last year. I think Jayden Daniels definitely earned it. And again, it was crazy because, like, it's probably like political because I know they gave the Biletnikoff to what's his name this year, Marvin Harrison Jr. when he should have won it last year, right? And Neighbors should have got it this year. Yeah, so it's like it's all probably bullshit, but huge on Jayden Daniels, dude. Like I probably can't be more in on him. Everything about it, the connection, and I'm loving all the side connections, right?
Right.
The Ayuks, right? Are we going to bring in Ayuk?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then also diving deeper into the dynasty shit. I found out Ricky Pearsall, like I think his first year was at Arizona State. So I was like, oh,
really?
Shit, right? In that type?
Really?
He's got legit hands too. So I was like, that could be, right?
That's crazy. You say that, bro. A lot of connections. There's a lot of connections. First and foremost, with the coaching staff, foremost, they have a lot of connections to players. I mean, even if we want to tie it back to Spencer Rattler, apparently AP and them was recruiting him. So that's why they look at him like that. You know what I mean? So now it's like, okay, that makes sense. But as far as Jayden, like, I agree with you. And as far as me, before this year, I'll be honest, I had no idea who he was before this year. No idea, right? But then I think, what game was it? Missouri. This year, when he played Missouri this year, I watched that game from start to finish. I'm like, bro, who in the hell is that? Just the whole game, bro. He took over the whole game. Now, there are some things he was doing. I was like, bro, you got to tighten that up a little bit. But at the end of the day, right, I'm like, okay, I got to watch this dude more closely. From that game on, I'm like, this motherfucker stacking game after game after game. Like, and he's consistent doing the same thing. You know what I mean? So there are questions that I do see that, if you're being objective, you got to look at it and say the arm strength isn't the best, right? You know what I mean? He doesn't have the best arm. And don't get me wrong when I say this, I'm not comparing the two. It's something like the CJ Stroud arm right now. I'm not saying he has CJ Stroud's arm, but I'm saying like it don't look the strongest, right? Like it just don't look like it's the strongest whip of an arm, but it gets there. He has the touch to me. Like, so I feel like that makes up for that. But what about weaknesses, right? Is there anything, because we got to be objective too.
Yes.
I feel like I talk about his strengths a lot, but as far as weaknesses, is there anything that you see that concerns you?
Well, I did, criticize what's his name for being under pressure. And it's the same thing with Jayden Daniels. It's like, he's definitely got to be better under pressure, but it's more of when he runs. And I feel like he does it because he knows he can get away with it in college, right? Like I used back in the day when Colt McCoy ran over somebody to get in the end zone for Texas, right? And it's like, he knows he's not doing that in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think he's definitely smart enough to know, like, hey, when it's open, I'm gonna use it and I'm gonna get down because he's got the wheels to do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's another like a plus. But yeah, the negative definitely you got to protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because as much as the NFL does protect offense, he's still, you know what I'm saying? Like he's not the biggest guy, right? Like let's just be real, not the biggest guy. But again, that in my opinion doesn't matter anymore in the NFL, especially with where we're headed, right? To flag football. Right. So it's like, I think he's got it if he just you know what I'm saying? If he makes smart plays, and I think he will be coached up to do that. I think it's like the perfect fit.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I agree. Another thing that I do want to point out, and I like Jayden, right? But another thing I point out as well is like when he scrambles, right? Not a lot of eyes downfield looking to extend the play with the arm, right? It's more like I'm looking to run, basically. Yeah, you know what I mean? And that's something that I think he'll need to work on as well. When you get out of the pocket in the NFL, you can't more times just be, I'm gonna run. Even you see Lamar, right? Lamar has tampered that down to a point where he's like, I now extend the play with my arm now. You know what I mean? They know I can do this with my legs, but now I'm doing it more with my arm. And that's something I didn't see a lot from Jayden Daniels on film. And I think that's something that he's probably gonna need to work on when he gets, you know, to the league as well. That's something that I would think.
I agree.
Hold on. Look. Leo wants to remind us that before he got hurt, Jordan Travis was the favorite for the Heisman. See, people are high on Jordan Travis, and he's not bad, you know, but he has some of those head scratching plays too to me, where you're like, I don't know what you were thinking there, bro. I have no idea. So, I mean, is Jordan Travis cool to you? How would you feel about that?
Honestly, no, because I feel like Tennessee is like just so far away from an NFL style of offense. Like with remember like what's his name, Hyatt last year. I mean, that was who got the Heisman. Where it's like he definitely, you know what I mean? He's pretty much one trick pony. You send him deep. Yeah, he beat Alabama or had 5 touchdowns that game, so they gave him the Heisman. It was like, all right. But realistically, it's just like I like somebody, again, we'll get into it later, but just more pro ready. And I feel like he is definitely not pro ready.
Right. Let's see. I mean, you see Michael, he says, what pro comps does Jordan Travis have? I mean, pro comps, I think I saw somebody say something about Russell Wilson one time. But he doesn't have as good as a deep ball as Russell Wilson, though. But I would feel like in order for Jordan Travis to have success, you would kind of have to use the Russell Wilson method. And when I say that, I mean, like, you got to have a good run game, and he has to have a good play action game. Like, he has to in order for him to be successful. I don't think he's that type of dude where you can just drop him back, boom, and then, you know, you have success from him there. But, you know, we talking about quarterbacks, man, and we really gonna get down to the real of it, right? I want to know who is the top 5, right? Who's your top 5 as far as these NFL draft quarterbacks go, right? So what's your top? You can go from 5 to 1 or 1 to 5, whatever you want to do.
All right. Do I have to put Caleb Williams on the list? Can I just leave him off?
I mean, is he already the one? That's already the.
I don't want to put him at 1. He's not my 1. That's what I'm saying. People aren't going to.
Put him in. I don't care. Whatever you want to put him at. You rank him how you rank him.
It's going to be low. They're not going to like it. So
okay.
Starting at 5, we got Caleb Williams.
Whoa,
dude, I think he's all right. Right out of the the Kenny Pickett draft, right? The Trevor Lawrence draft. The only 2 guys that are left at starters at the moment are Trevor Lawrence and Brock Purdy. That's first pick of one draft and last pick of another draft. How crazy is that? You know what I'm saying? Because there's Mac Joneses, there's Trey Lances, there's Justin Fields. Like I said, Kenny Pickett. There's so many quarterbacks that went. Will Levis, right? Tons of quarterbacks went. And again, Will Levis, is he the starter this year? We'll see. He's another one that has a chance. But it's like there's so many misses. It's crazy, right? Like. Who would have thought the year RG3, Andrew Luck, and Russell Wilson came out that, Russell Wilson would be the Super Bowl winner, especially after year 1 with RG3, rookie of the year. So it's always wild how it works out. Honestly.
So Caleb Williams at 5. We're already starting wild here, folks.
Right? I said that nobody's going to like this.
We're already starting wild. I need to know, okay, with Caleb, what is it, right? What makes you put him at 5? Because I know it can't be the talent, right? It can't be the talent.
No, I think it's part of, in a sense, where he plays. Like I said, I'm a huge, I guess, like as a Michigan fan, I'm a SEC homer. Like I think SEC football is literally on a different fucking level.
Okay.
So that's how I'm just, I guess, disrespecting the defense, right, out west so much that it's kind of like, you know, what would he do? And you put him on any, you know what I'm saying? I would love to see him on an SEC team in a sense, whether it's Alabama, Georgia, whoever you want to put him on, good team, bad team, would love to see it, right? That's all I'm getting at. I just think he's overrated. Hey, everybody's wrong and right about a guy, right? So like if he hits, I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. I said I was shocked, and I thought it was crazy Anthony Richardson got drafted so high last year. We'll see if I'm wrong about that or not. You know, I thought the guy was just so raw. He'd only played, I can't remember how many games, like less than 20 college games, and it was a crazy bad record. So I just thought he just didn't deserve to be taken that high, in my opinion. That's like, again, one of the things I don't want us to do with Penix, where it's like, hey, we can trade down and get him, let's do it. But
So Caleb at 5, we already started wild. And shout out to everybody that's in the chat that's joining. First and foremost, salute to Raider Transplant Angelo, man. In the building, right? And this is hey, I love it, right? Because we're starting off crazy, and I'm gonna let you get your list out before I get my list, right? But at the end of the day, you know, hey, that's where I see a lot of people that don't like Caleb, right? A lot of people don't like Caleb, but the fact of how they don't like Caleb, it comes to like off the field shit, which I'm like, some of it I don't really care about, right? So it's like, don't really matter to me. Now, I do see people talk about, you know, him going to USC and things of that nature. Now, Pac-12 isn't the best, but I argue that the Pac-12 this year was very good. The Pac-12 this year was the best I've seen, and I'm a West Coast dude, so it's the best I've seen the Pac-12 in a while, right? So at the end of the day, I still think, you know, he had some cool comp, but okay, going for 5. I'm scared. Man, what's 4, man? I'm scared.
Right. It's going to get way more normal now. Okay. It's going to get way more normal.
I know Leo is loving it. Can't go Irish, bro. Hey, stop it.
And this is for the Raider fans that want Penix. So I'm going to put him at 4.
Okay, Penix at 4. I'm not mad at that. Penix at 4, I'm not mad. All right, but okay, why Penix at 4? I think we've already detailed, but you know, if you had to put him at 4, why would you say that?
Like I said, he's tough as nails, right? No bullshit. Dude's tough as nails, I think. He's got a cannon. Again, there's a little bit of a, like, it's almost like a fallback. I don't know. Like, it seems like a lot of the Raider Nation are in love with Penix, though. You know what I mean? Like, again, like I said, it's not going to spoil the draft for me if we take Penix. You know what I'm saying? It's not ruined, yada, yada. But again, I definitely have 3 guys I want over Penix.
Right. Now, I mean, and your list is pertaining more of like who you would like the Raiders to take.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. That's exactly.
I'm glad you even said that. So Penix will be 4th. Okay. Caleb 5.
But realistically, it's more like if I was a GM though, that was like no bullshit on like the Caleb thing. It's not like whatever the off the field. It's more on the field, like I said, and a little bit of the off the field, like would make you question of like, hey, Max Crosby can lead a locker room. Can Caleb Williams? Don't know. That's the one question I would have there. That's it.
Right.
So that's why I have these guys higher, and no matter in a sense whose team they are on, pretty much.
2 cents. I'm scared as well, man. I'm scared as well because if this man says that,
Bo Nix is below Spencer Rattler. So spoiler alert.
That's a normalcy. All right, cool. That's all I need to
know.
Bo
Nix. I hope he goes to Denver.
You have me scared, dog. Yeah, me too. If Denver takes Bo Nix, I'll be very happy. Very, very, very happy, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. But okay. All
3,
right, so.
I got Drake May, and he fell. Like I said, back in the day, a year ago, he was my 1. But like I said, I think he's a solid 3. No matter who in anybody's list, I feel like he's probably the 3 at worst.
That's not bad. I mean? Yeah, that's not bad.
So
2. Wait, I think I can guess your 2.
Yeah, okay. Chris is gonna hate it.
I can guess your 2.
This is a homer pick at 2.
Okay.
He's a fucking winner. National championship, undefeated, baby. JJ McCarthy.
Okay. Okay. I see.
And he'll tie him up too, dude. People sleep on him, I'm telling you.
Right. I'm not, and I mean, we know the one is
Jaden. We know Jaden Daniels is number 1. Yeah, that's no secret.
So, I mean, with JJ, right? Because before I tell you my list, I will say he's polarizing to me. He's polarizing, right? And you can't sit here and lie. Now, the only thing that scares me about him is that do we have the offensive coaches to be able to get him where he needs to go? Because he still needs some seasoning.
Yeah. Like
right?
I said, Jaden Daniels throws 40 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. JJ McCarthy only throws 25 touchdowns to 4 interceptions, right? So it's like we need the touchdowns to still go up.
Yeah, we need it definitely. And does that happen with more trust? You know what I mean? Because you see Jim Harbaugh, he don't.
Yeah, he was a run heavy guy. So who knows if he did let him open it up, what would have happened? I keep saying that. Like, exactly. Michigan never look how dominant that run game was. They didn't need to throw, and everyone's like, "Oh, he didn't throw because he sucked." And it's like completely disagree. I don't think he sucked. And again, at worst, you're not drafting him to be a backup, but it's like, when shit goes wrong, yeah, sure, he could end up as one of those Gardner Minshew great backup guys. Like,
and this is what I would say as well too, right? You talk about he don't need to start year one. I see a lot of people that have said if we take Penix, he don't need to start year one. Why would we do that with a man who's 25, 26, right? Like when you can get JJ who probably needs to sit for a year, might as well do that. You feel what I'm saying? Because Penix don't really need to sit for a year. He doesn't.
Nope, I'm with you.
I
don't think JJ would probably sit a year either, but yes, that's the option that you could do it though. So
that's how you could go. Okay, so that's your top 5. I'll go ahead and my top 5 isn't really too different, right? Isn't really too different. Now I didn't even put Caleb in there because at the end of the day, these are top 5s for the Raiders, and I don't even think Caleb.
So you could just replace Rattler with the Caleb
you feel what I'm saying? Like I don't even think he's in the stratosphere at the anyway. So we talk about Rattler's 5. I some people don't like Rattler, but if that's all I'm regulated to, I can deal with it, right?
Yep,
and if it's the 5th round, whatever, bro. It is what it is.
Yep.
When you talk about number 4, right? Number 4 is where it starts getting real dicey. I'll put JJ there. I'll put JJ as my number 4, only because I don't see him ready year one. I don't. Even before he came out to the draft, I was saying even when they won a championship, go back one more year, bro. Like, cause him going back one more year, he's probably the first or second quarterback taken next year. Like that's pretty much where it is. But but I still think he's raw. He got some things he needs to develop. And like I said, do we have the offensive coaches to develop him the way he should be developed? So that'd be my 4. If we talking about 3, right, it's got to be Michael Penix at 3. Michael Penix at 3, just because like the injuries, right? We talk about the injuries. We can't risk that at no 13, bro. But he be ready to play year one. I think if he comes in here, we get him next week. He's gonna be ready to
go from Jump Street.
From Jump Street, bro. You tell me no leash, bro. No leash. Give him the playbook and let him go to work, bro. He either sinks or swims at this point. Because that's where I feel like with him, he needs to go. I like Drake. Drake could be my 2nd. And a lot of people don't like Drake, but shit.
Yeah, it's weird. His stock went down like crazy. I don't get it. Like, I think he's
draft fatigue, man. Fatigue.
I guess, yeah.
Because, and shout out to my guy Turf, right? Do shows with him a lot. He is adamant, like Drake May is the next Mitch Trubisky. He's adamant about this, right? He does not like Drake May. I'm telling him, if this was last year, this man was consensus, the 2nd best quarterback in the nation. Consensus.
Yep.
I don't know where it flipped. I have no idea where it flipped.
Didn't Trubisky go to UNC? He's got that UNC stuck on the brain.
So did Sam Howell. You know what I mean? So
all right. So real quick on that note, though, that's one more reason that I don't fuck with Caleb Williams. Right? Who's the best quarterback to ever come out of USC? Carson Palmer. Isn't that fucking crazy to think about?
Yeah, it's bad.
Dude, and it blew my mind the other day when I was like looking it up, and I was like, dude, all these people fucking bust. The Matt Leinerts, it's just constantly a bust, dude.
It's a bad history.
Even for us back in the day with Todd Marilanovich or whatever they call
bro,
it.
It's not good. USC don't have a good history of quarterback. You know what I mean? They don't have a good history.
They don't, dude.
It's hard for me, right, to, judge the helmet, right? It's hard for me because I've seen some people try to argue about Jaden Daniels and say, what happened the last time we got an LSU quarterback, bro?
Yes.
If I had a fucking nickel for every time I saw somebody say that,
right? I hate that shit.
It's not even comparable, bro.
Literally not. It's fucking crazy.
It's not even comparable. So I don't even pay attention to that, bro. But at the end of the day, it's like, you know, they were saying that about CJ and all that. So I can see where some of it comes into play, but I don't put a lot of it, you know, into too much of it. But I do want to see what the chat's saying, man. I do want to see what the chat's talking about. Huh, Leo.
They knew it was coming.
Hey, bro. JJ, if you're talking about a guy you wanna grow and stash, man, that's the guy right there. That's the guy. Michael says, I say draft whichever QB plays like Aaron Rodgers.
Agreed.
Probably Caleb. I'm not gonna lie. Probably Caleb. Let me see. Michigan QB in NFL equals championships. Let's see if that formula continues. Let's see. Let me see. At the rate the NFL goes, it's going to be some person no one is talking about. Yeah, probably. Somebody in the 5th, 6th round out of nowhere. Uh-oh. And let's talk about this, right? Because this is a topic that some Raider Nation really feels, right? You don't need a quarterback in the AFC West. You need a defense. And shout out to Suave Dreams, man. Shout out to you. I'm of the mindset that yes, the defense does, you know, that's good, but it takes you so far. To me, I feel like it's going to take you so far, because you're going to need a quarterback. At the end of the day, you need a guy that's going to be able to fuck with 15 in Kansas City. And I'm not saying like he's got to be, you know, the GOAT or whatever the case, but on that particular day, on that particular game, bro, you need a quarterback that's going to make the plays when necessary, right? And that's why I feel like we haven't had in a minute. Even we've had close ass games with them before, right? Even some defensive battle games with them before. And what's always the common denominator, bro, the motherfucker just makes a play that our guy cannot make. And there we go. I mean, that's just me. So how do you feel about this comment right here?
Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of on both sides of it. I agree to an extent that like everybody is so offenses like heavy, right? I do like to I guess zig when everybody else is zagging or whatever you like to say, right? So it's like,
yeah, I like that.
You know, but that's to an extent to where it's like not one defensive player, right, is going to win that Super Bowl, right? Like Aaron Donald didn't win the Super Bowl for the Rams. Fucking getting Matt Stafford in there won the Super Bowl for the Rams. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't and again, as great as a year Cooper Kupp had, in a sense, like look at Puka Nacua last year. It's like, it's all about the quarterback, man. Like
all about that.
Quarterback's huge, especially we're talking again, like like the dream is the CJ Stroud of last year, right? Like that's like the level of shit we're talking here. It's like as great as Max Crosby is, no one's going to say like, oh, yep, the Max Crosby led Raiders won the Super Bowl, whatever, dude. You know what I mean? That's just not going to ever happen. No defensive player ever
is right now, man. The NFL ain't.
No.
This is what I've been saying. Like the NFL isn't like that, right?
And,
where it's like
and the defense. Yeah, and they have to do it as a whole anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a quarterback, you know what I mean, can be that. Like Patrick Mahomes, hey, fuck, I don't need Tyreek Hill, you know what I'm saying? Hey, fucking Travis Kelce on his last limb, and they're still doing it. And it's like, whoa, that's because of fucking A, coaching, and B, fucking Patrick Mahomes. Like, they've got a decent they got a good, decent, really good fucking defense. You know, it's not great. There's no fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's his name? Jones is at the end of his line, right? He got paid. He's old, though. You know, he's fucking great. He's one of the greats, right? But it's not like it's just, oh, they've got fucking 12 great players on their defense. No, they lost their second best, in my opinion, in Snead to the Titans. So, that's why I'm a little bit like with that comment, but definitely still like, nah, man, it's QB's the answer, bro.
Right. I feel that. I feel that completely. And here goes Severe, man. He back on it, man. He going to defend Penix to the death. He says you have concerns about accuracy and put May over Penix. J.J. McCarthy lacks instincts, display poor decision-making, lacks touch, and the ability to layer throws, inconsistent anticipation. Well, I'll take it first, and then if you want to go, you can. I say, for me, I've always been, it's that injury shit for me. I'm not even going to hide it. I don't even care, bro, like it is. You know what I mean? There are certain points of the game where you look and you're like, he ain't going to be able to do certain things if pressure comes towards him. You know what I mean? His game kind of flusters there, but it's always been the injury shit. And not even to mention that the two quarterbacks that we talking about, May, McCarthy, younger options, more room to grow, right? I feel like there's more room in that game to be increased. With Penix, I feel like you're not getting necessarily a finished product, but it's close to. I feel like it's close to it. But you can take it away, man. Why McCarthy and May over Penix?
So obviously the McCarthy, like I said, the Michigan bias, right? That's kind of like, it's the Raider, same thing with the Raider bias, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's gonna be hard to talk me off that. I'm gonna disagree. Like I said, I definitely think he's way more accurate than people think, especially, hey, when it fucking matters, third down, yada, yada, you know what I'm saying? Those plays matter. Now May over Penix, that's where you could like possibly sway me the other way. Like I said, May a year ago was my 1, but you know what I mean? He's dropped to my 3 now a year later. So again, I had Penix at 4, so they're right there. So you know what I'm saying? Like can't really argue. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's all the cluster. Whoever you take in the first round, toss up anyway if it's a quarterback. Toss up regardless. I mean, it'd be naive for us to say that it's not, right?
There's no guarantee.
Yeah, no, at all. Especially if it's quarterback, right? You talk about safer picks like O-line and all that other things. Those are different. But I want to ask, right? I know we talked about some O-linemen already. We talked about the quarterbacks, but a lot of rumblings about corner at 13, right? A lot of rumblings about the corner position at 13. Do you like taking a corner at 13? And if so, what player are you looking at?
What's his name? Terrion Arnold from Alabama. Mm-hmm. I think that's obviously like the guy. Wiggins where's he from? Clemson. Yeah, there you go. He's good too. I would want the dude from Alabama, to be honest with you, if we went that way. Again, I don't want to do that. It's not going to like ruin the draft for me, because I think that guy is great character off the field. He seems to be a baller on the field. It's like everything you want, right? But again, yes, the defense wins championships, but again, we still have so many needs, right? It's like losing Josh Jacobs was huge. I want to just run the fuck out of Zamir White, and I hope it fucking works. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we pick up a RB in the 3rd or something. 4th.
Oh yeah, that's definitely. We're gonna pick up somebody in this draft.
But again, I think Zamir can handle it. You know what I'm saying? And I think he proved he did solid. And again, but it's not like Josh Jacobs is a game changer. Zamir White is not that. So don't look for that. You know what I'm saying? Just look for, hey, consistency. You know what I mean? Wear him out with him. That's what I mean. Like Jacobs was like, dude, he'll win you a game. You know what I'm saying? Like it was fucking crazy. So I still think that's a huge loss, but we'll see. I mean, it's like I said, not going to ruin it for me. I'm cool with like Terrion Arnold. Wiggins, I mean, again, could we trade back and get him instead of like, at 13, right? That's where I'm at. Like, I'm all about, even if it's just getting, getting more capital back is just nice,
More capital, bro. Like, that's where I'm at this point, right? Yep. If it's not Jaden, trade the fuck back, bro. Trade back. That's pretty much where I'm at. You don't even need to stay at 13. Pretty much a lot of people we like at 13 can fuck around and still be there if you trade back to 17, 20 something. You know what I mean? Like,
all right, I got a question.
Like 28, but let me know.
So all right, I would trade up, you know what I'm saying, to 2, obviously, because Williams is going 1. So I would trade up. I would trade up to fucking 2 to get Daniels.
Yeah.
I would not trade up to 2 to get anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like,
agreed.
All right, at 3, you know what I mean? I would let 2 happen, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Then at 3, all right, what would we have to give up to go get, May or JJ? Like, you know what I'm saying? But again, like, I don't want to go up that high.
Not
you know
on
what I'm saying?
No,
that's what I'm saying. So it's like, it pretty much is. It's Jaden Daniels or bust. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like,
that's where I'm at completely, bro. Like, I'm like I said, like, if he gets taken at 2, right? Let's just say he gets taken at 2, God forbid. But whatever the case, well, shit, at that point, I'm already at the back. I'm already in the draft room. Like, all right, bro, who want to trade back, bro? He already got taken. Right. I'm not trading up now.
Who needs receivers and quarterbacks? Come get them.
Somebody sliding now. At the end of the day, somebody like JJ McCarthy might start sliding to 13. I consider, right? Somebody like, if Drake May slides to 13, you consider. But at the end of the day, I'm not in love with them motherfuckers. And if they're sliding to 13, guess what? That means Michael Penix is going to slide. So at the end of the day, bro, I definitely trade back, grab me some more capital, right? Yep. Because there's even players in the second round that I fuck with.
It's a deep draft for sure. I'm all about it.
Very deep. I think, we just talking about corners, bro. Corners at 13 in this draft class is way too high for me, bro. Yep. Any of them. Like last year, if this was last year, and you talk about, Gonzalez,
Witherspoon. Holy shit.
No question.
Smash,
No question.
Yeah, smash, dude.
Now those are the difference makers that we need. But at 13, I don't see that this year. And I've been said that. I don't see that this year.
I'm so glad you said that because Jose Big Daddy, he comes on Chris's show, was huge on Witherspoon and Gonzalez both. And I was like, dude, Witherspoon I would take so early, and Seahawks took him before we could get him. Man, dude,
in a heartbeat.
So good. He's so fucking good.
I loved both of them. You know what I mean? So, but even we could have got Gonzalez, but I'm fine with Tyree, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But it is what it is. So at the end of the day, I don't get that feeling. And I know a lot of people like Terrion Arnold. I'm low on Arnold, me personally, right?
Gotcha.
But I think that, if we're going to go with a corner, I think that dude Quinyon Mitchell from Toledo is the best one. That's just me. I even like the dude Nate Wiggins second after that.
Yeah.
But, like a lot of people are saying in there, too high. Way too high, way too high. Trade back. You can still get a defensive lineman, you can still get a corner still, right? Even if you need it, or just an offensive lineman, regardless of the fact.
Yeah.
Trade back. That's where I think we're at. So we in agreement with that one right there. I see.
Yep.
See, that's what I'm looking. Let's go ahead to the chat, man. See what they talking about. Never pick a quarterback out the ACC. This is what a lot of people started to say that shit. A lot of people started to say that. Just beast up. Shout out to you. Says, let's trade down from 13 to 23, then draft Knicks
not Knicks,
and grab some more picks. Look, bro, you was cool until you said Bo Nix, so I got to give you one of these.
Move this man!
He got to give it to you, dog. I don't know, man. I can't do
He
Knicks,
accidentally put Knicks. He was just trying to put Penix, but Knicks or Penix. It was like them auto type. They fucked him.
We're not Bo Nix supporters. Now, if he turns out to be good, so be it, bro. But
another one. I was wrong. If he's good, I'm cool with saying it.
I'll eat crow on that one. But at the end of the day, I don't see it on that. I don't. Michael says, "Oh well, even if Caleb's that good, there's a reason they pick in the top of the draft every year. That's a fact. That is a fact.
Absolutely."
Severe says people started watching the tape on May. He had a crazy year his first season in a gimmicky kind of offense and then fell off a cliff in terms of production. This is true. Do you attribute some of that to the supporting cast as well? Because the supporting cast wasn't all that good either.
Yeah, I think obviously losing Josh Downs was huge, man. He again, for as little as that guy is on contested balls, he was the highest catch rate. You know what I'm saying? So he caught everything contested. It was crazy. So that was a huge loss. And honestly, it's crazy. That's one of the receivers I'm down on is Watkins or something.
Walker.
Yeah, Walker. There you go. Where I think he's being overrated, and I think actually, I think he's one of the reasons that Drake May didn't do so good because his production wasn't nearly where it was supposed to be, in my opinion.
Right. I 100% agree. I saw him at the Senior Bowl. I was hoping to see something from Walker. Didn't see what I was hoping to see.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's definitely
Didn't see what I was hoping to see. So, shout out to the chat, man. Hey, make sure you guys are hitting the like button. But by the way,
smash that like button.
You got your own channel? You got your own YouTube channel?
So yeah, I'm doing a soft launch this Saturday, 420. I'm doing a little mock draft. Yep. So
let's go.
First. Yep.
Y'all hearing it live first, right? He doing a soft launch on Saturday. You said right, Saturday, man.
Little 420 special.
Make sure y'all tap in, right? Hey, we gonna celebrate with you early today, Bridget.
Let's go, baby.
At the end of the day, man. Make sure y'all tap in. Also, real quick plug, right? We all know next Thursday is the draft. 3 of my squadron will be in Detroit for the draft. I will be the only one not going, but it's cool, right? Because on Thursday here on the Raider Rundown, we're going to have a live draft party open link. What that mean, Rundown? That mean I'm going to post the link on all my social medias for y'all to come in, join the chat. That means any fan, any content creator, whoever want to join, get on the show, you more than welcome, bro. Get your opinions off, get y'all talk off, and we're going to have a good time. So once again, bro, it's open link, right? Anybody want to join, come join. I'm going to let you get your thoughts off, get your rocks off, what you think we're going to do for the draft. It's going to be a good time, bro. Definitely going to be a good time. That's gonna be crazy, man. Once again, anybody could join, like a motherfucker. Like I'm saying, anybody can join. It don't matter. You can be a fan, you can be a content creator. It don't fucking matter, bro. I'm gonna let you join, let you talk what you want to talk. But obviously, we gotta keep it PG in this motherfucker, right? I'm still trying to make some bread on this bitch. All right, so let me see. Suave says, no matter who you pick, it ain't gonna be better than Mahomes. I mean, I don't think you take a quarterback. I think if you take a quarterback with that process, is flawed. Like with that thought process, it's a flawed thought process. At the end of the day, you take a guy to say he can be better than what we have, and if he plays to this level, this is where we can get. This is where I believe.
Yeah, that's like, you can't be like, oh, I'm drafting him to be better than, Aaron Rodgers or Joe Burrow, or, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you can't do that. Like,
You're setting it up for failure already.
Yeah, and it's like, if you want that guy so bad, then go get Joe Burrow. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, don't fuck around, and you know what I'm saying? Like, that's stupid.
This is his own guy. Like, he's his own entity at the end of the day.
Sometimes I'll do the player comp thing too, or whatever. But I'm when I do that, I try to like mix two players. I hate doing this. Like, dude, everybody's their own person, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like there is no Calvin Johnson. You know what I'm saying? There's not. Like,
there will be.
Yeah, exactly. There might be a little mix of a Julio Jones with a Calvin Johnson, but yet more like a Tyler Lockett size or some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be a fucking. I hate when they do that shit. They comp them to the. It's like, how can there be another? You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts. Yeah. It's fucking Jalen Hurts.
Can't do it, bro. Can't do it, bro. Leo says Cam Hart and Kyrie Jackson, no cornerback at 13, and those dudes right there, you can kind of get third round. Right, you gotta get those guys third, fourth round, and I'll be fine with that. I think you can get a talented corner in this draft, third, fourth round. I think you can do that. Raider Kojo, salute to you, man. Salute to you. I'm glad you was able to make it in the building, bro. It's a very fire show. We coming up on the top of the hour, right? For everybody that has just joined or coming in, man. We coming up on the top of the hour. My guy Daniel, man, having fire conversation. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Tap on that subscribe button if you're really feeling the love, right? But at the end of the day, man, I appreciate you for joining me today, man.
Dude, thank you so much for having me on. And I always tell people like that I put on to like YouTube videos, right? I'm always like, look, it's fucking free. Smash the like button and the subscribe. It is literally doesn't. You have to hit one button. Like that's how simple it is. Just hit the button, bro, please. Like, I don't get how some people just like refuse to do it. It blows my mind. I'm like, what?
At the end of the day, bro. We sit and we say, all right, look, bro, it don't cost nothing to just show love, bro. That's it. It ain't cost nothing to just show love. We ain't asking for no super chats, although them bitches is appreciated. And we ain't asking for nothing like that. But at the end of the day, if you do it, you do it. But still, man, just hit the like button and show that love, man. That's all we ask for. But my guy Angelo, right? Another guy that needs to start his own damn podcast.
Shout out to Angelo. I know I got to get him on the fantasy. Yep.
You know what I mean? Hey, yeah, he'd be the perfect guy to do it.
Right.
But definitely, he said Stuart Schweigert said cornerback at number 13 is too high. We went over footages together a few weeks ago, and he said right tackle or QB is the must. Stu likes Kyrie Jackson or Bo Torrance in the third or day 3. I like Kyrie, man. Kyrie's good, man. I do like Kyrie. I'm with you, Rundown. Either Daniels or let's pick up some more capital and let's build a franchise. Yeah. This is where I would be at, man. This is where I would be at. So, all right, bro. Hold on. Leo says I gotta be booed because I'm not going to the draft. Yeah, bro. I'm booing myself on that. I'm definitely booing myself on that. So I was gonna ask if you had time for this, if you was interested in doing this, we could do it, man. Sometimes I like to be spontaneous on the show and just try shit, right? So I'm feeling a little mock drafty, right? I don't know if that's something that you are into. If not, we all good. But
I love a mock draft.
Okay, I'm feeling like a good mock draft here, man. At the end of the day, I'm thinking we can go, back and forth, right? I get one round, you get another round, and boom, maybe we can reconvene. So I sometimes I like to do 7, but I guess we could do 4. We could just do a 4-round mock, 2 picks each, right? And then boom, we get it from there. So at the end of the day, man, what do you use?
What you mean?
As far as like websites, what do you be using?
To actually mock draft or whatever?
Yeah.
It's been a minute, but I think it's a draft calculator.
Okay.
Because it's free and like quick. But I'm trying to think of the other one.
One of my guys in here, man. Shout out to Space
If
Beast.
somebody else knows, they might want to do it.
Yeah, he gave me something called the NFL Draft Buzz.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, I'll do pen and paper.
Hey, I feel that shit. I definitely feel that shit. Let me see. But we gotta put the real thing, man. Hey, and once again, hit the like button, man. Sometimes we like to do spontaneous shit here. Now, you know what? I thought it was cheating it, so you know what? If you cool with it, I can go 6 rounds.
Yeah, I'm down.
I can go 6 rounds, 3 picks each. You know what I mean? And we good.
Hey, I got a question first. I know you said you're not going to the draft or whatever. You going into games this year? You know what lineups you already went through any games?
I am. I'm already on that New Orleans game. I'm already on that.
Sick. Yeah,
that's a must. You know what I mean? I'm in Georgia already, so
okay.
That flight ain't gonna be shit. So
I was gonna ask if you were East Coast or West Coast. I thought you were East Coast.
Yeah. I'm in Georgia right now. Okay. I'm gonna go back visit the fam over there in the West a little bit, but you know, as right now, your boy thugging it out over here. But definitely that and some Vegas games. I want to maneuver. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to get to
figure out where everybody's going.
Yeah.
So you hitting some games? What games you gonna be hitting this year?
I haven't decided yet. I guess Baltimore just because it's so close. Because I'm in Virginia or whatever. But trying to just go. Okay. You know, I'm trying to see where everybody's pretty much going to be at. I need to link up with Chris and Leo and see what, you know what I'm saying, so we can all get to a game together. Would be dope.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we all making it happen. Even my guy Turf. So even we go to Vegas or whatever, man, we all gonna link up. You know what I mean? Talk some. And we'll make it happen for sure. Definitely, because that's gonna be fire. But about that time, man. It's time to get it started. Boom. Share it out. So since you're the guest, right, I'm going to let you take 13. Now, usually I don't do trade ups in my drafts when I do it on here. I'll do a trade up if I'm by myself and not live, but doing it on here, that requires so much motherfucking thinking and all that. So I just let it happen.
Yep.
But 13. I'm gonna let you do what you do. So we're gonna go ahead and start it up, and we're gonna go from there.
I feel like I kind of already know where I'm leaning. Wow, Drake May. That how wild would everybody go? He's still on the board. What's going on? Of course, the Giants.
Yeah, bro. The Giants.
Shit, Joe Alt gonna follow
us? But at the end of the day, man,
let's go.
Oh, I'll take that in a heartbeat. Okay. Well, we still got that one guy. We still got Fashanu.
We all right. Yeah.
Man, they took Latu.
That was a good pick for Denver.
Okay. Yeah. Now, in real life scenario, right? Yeah. In real life scenario, we do know that if Jaden was falling that damn far, we know what's going to happen. Right, we all know we probably gonna try to move up and do what we gotta do, but just for the sake of keeping it cool and cordial, we stayed here. But 13, no trades, right? So where are you going?
So all right, let's go over this together real quick. Obviously, I feel like the pick would be Fashanu, right? But hey, to please the people, do we go Michael Penix Jr. at 13? What do we do here?
And I see he is still here, right? And my thing is, he's not gonna. I don't think he goes until you probably start sweating at 19. You know what I mean? Start sweating there, and then from there on, you start sweating and say, maybe he goes. Now, none of these teams right here really need a damn quarterback. I can see this, right? But that's it. Now, I mean, if you go, who's left? Bo Nix still on the board. He's still on the board.
Don't know that. We see Spencer Rattler down there. Man, this is a tough decision.
And he's gonna last, right? Spencer Rattler will last.
Yep.
But I mean, I'm gonna leave it up to you, my guy. I'll leave it up to you.
Hey, I'm I don't know, feeling frisky today. Let's go Penix Jr. Let's get the QB now.
Oh, he takes Penix. He takes Penix at 13. Okay. This should make all y'all happy. So Daniel's first pick was Penix, right? Now, keep in mind, we both get 3 picks each, right? So Daniel got pick 13. I'm getting pick 44. So based off you doing that, I already know where I'm going. Already.
Yeah, see, that's how I wanted to go that route as opposed to the other way where I took offensive lineman.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see. I'm already thinking, trenches at this point for me. Damn, these are some wild ass picks. Okay, Rakestraw is cool. I like Rakestraw. He's left. Chop is cool. Oh fuck. I wanted Jerzane and I shouldn't even thought of it.
Right?
Okay, Troy.
Don't put it out there.
I'm already looking at one that I needed. No, I wanted Darius Robinson so bad. Okay, Coleman, don't need that. Lassiter, whatever. All right, we're on. So we're here, ladies and gents. All right, my guy Daniel took Michael Penix. So in this second round here, right, we now start to look. Troy Franklin would be cool for me at this second round, but Rakestraw is here as well. Now, the thing about Rakestraw that pisses me off, and everybody knows that is in the rundown community and chat, bro. This shit right here, bro, is what's pissing me off. That 5'11", bro, I can't have it. It seems like every year we have like small ass corners. Or am I tripping?
No, I've been waiting for where's our Nnamdi Asomugha back? The lengthiest 6 foot, 6'1", whatever he was, right? You know what I mean? Cornerback that can, you know what I mean? Do it all. Like, let's go. I don't want the 5'10" cornerback that's going to get out jumped by every receiver in the league. I'm good. We're good on that.
That's what gets me. And to me, right? Now you're the third overall pick, but if I was thinking GM and I just picked Penix, right? We have one same mind. I would say, okay, we could probably go in the third and get some other guy that we all like Kyrie Jackson or the Cam Hart. So off of there, if we talk about speed, right? And I've said that's the problem with the Raiders offense as of right now, the speed factor. This man runs a 4.4, and I like what he can do. But at the end of the day, this motherfucker right here runs a 4.3. And it pains me to do it, but I'm gonna do it, bro. I'm gonna tell you.
I like it.
Leggett.
Dude, he in Dynasty, that's one of my underrated guys. I'm just waiting for him to fall, dude.
If we gonna go full offense and say fuck it at this point, I'm on it. That's where I'm at 44. We can get a tackle. A tackle is coming. A tackle is coming. Let me see. We still got some guys here.
I'm looking at tackles and probably linebackers at the moment.
Yeah, I'm looking at offensive line here, but let me see. Hold on, let me see. My damn dog's going stupid. Here we go, man. At 77. Christian Haynes, I'm going to say that I'm probably jinxed this, but that Christian Haynes is a guy that people really like, but he's a guard. But at the end of the day, I've seen people really like, hold on. Before I continue, what I said, okay, boom, he's there. Now, we got some trades on the docket. Are these trades you want to look at?
All right, so what would we get?
So we're getting 87. So we move back 10 spots.
I see.
Yeah, we get 174 and Jordan Lewis. We get all this and Jordan Lewis. So that's one offer. We got 3 trade offers though.
All right.
So I can move to. You want me to move to the next one?
Yeah, go ahead. Next offer. Yeah.
So we don't get a third round on this one. We only get a fourth, and then the rest is all next year.
Yeah. I guess next on that one. Yeah, that's too far, I think.
And we don't even get a third back on this one. 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So the best one is Dallas.
That Cowboys.
But at the end of the day, you can see we can see who's on the board.
Let's do it for shits and giggles just to get a little cornerback depth. You know what I mean? Because what do we move down, like 10, right?
Yeah, we only moved down 10 spots.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's run it.
Okay. Run it. And they moved up for a tackle. Okay, interesting. They moved
Yeah,
up.
they didn't go Hayden same with the other.
Now
dude,
we probably
yeah.
at risk of losing the guy. Oh, Dorless is another guy like that. Brandon Dorless from Oregon ain't no joke. Well,
Damn, he just
do we need a guard? Yeah. Do we need a guard? Now let's see. We're back at 87. Now, where are you looking?
I hit the linebackers real quick for me.
Okay. You go linebackers.
No, I was just peeping who was left. Yeah. All right. Go back to offensive line, I guess, because we got to do something here.
Zinter.
Right, out of Michigan.
Zinter, but I mean, we could probably get him with the. If we're in the room deliberating, I would say that we can probably get.
I would probably wait on it.
Zinter in the next round. We could probably go next round.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Hey, real quick too. I didn't know this motherfucker was here. This dude from Notre Dame, bro. If you have not seen him already, watch him.
All right. Yeah,
this
Fisher,
Blake
I've heard
Fisher
of him.
dude, bro,
Yep.
he's real, bro. But so if he's there, if he's still there, we have a chance, right, to get some other shit. So if I'm in your ear, I would say you can probably go another position other than O-line, and we can do that fourth round.
Yeah, hit them cornerbacks again real quick just to see. I know.
Yeah, let's do
it.
it. I like that. I like that.
Yep, that's who I'm looking at right there. Out of fucking.
Yeah, oh, that's who you're looking at.
Absolutely.
Let me see. Look that. You see that profile, bro? 6'4", bro. Hey,
right. You think about how long his wingspan is. Let's get it.
Right. I think they
it.
got that right there too. Let's see. Yeah, bro. Let me see. Yeah.
That's fucking huge.
77 inches.
Whew.
Yeah, bro. And that's the guy. That's your comp right there. So at the end of the day, that's the guy we looking for. We draft that. I'm cool with that. So far, this draft right here, I would be fine. Right?
Right.
Now, you take Penix, right? Like we were saying, right? You take Penix. Is that the end of the world? No. But fuck Blake Beard. He got taken. But is that the end of the world? No. But at the end of the day, you look at the selections after you say, okay, it's rounding out. Okay. As we look.
This draft is so deep. I still see
needed.
so many names. I'm just like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah, me too. I see that Javon Baker. I like him. And look, as soon as I say it, boom. What's up with the old line, bro? What's going on? Let me see something.
I don't think it's moved much, right? I mean, I can't remember how many we're taking. Oh shit.
We moved back to 120. Damn, that's 12 spots.
Yeah, that's 12 spots.
This ain't bad. We only moved back 5 spots. But for an extra 7th rounder, who cares at that point?
I saw the Texans offered us Jeff Okudah, which, man, dude, Okudah looked like he was going to have a breakout when he got hurt his last year in Detroit or whatever. That was devastating.
I didn't even. Boy, I was like, hey, I don't even want to touch that. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even want to touch it.
Fuck no. I remember when, what's his name? Whoever took him, I was like, what a terrible pick. Then, I was like, whoa, maybe they're going to get something out of this guy. And then, nope.
Yeah. Nothing.
Nah, crazy how it works sometimes.
I'm looking at O-line, and I really want an O-lineman. I don't know about this guy, though. Now, he's 6'6", 327. But I don't really know too much about him. You know what I mean? He's more – it seems like he's cool. Seems like he'd be all right. But for me, I think that I'm leaving it on the offensive side and going with a tackle.
All right.
Now, I don't know about this. I don't know too much about this guy either right here. But this is a D tackle. Yeah, no, I don't need no D tackle. So at the end of the day, I think I'm gonna rock with Goncalves.
I like it. He's projected 114. You took him 112. So
Yeah. So hey, is what it is at that point. You know what I mean? I'll take a tackle at 4. It ain't sexy, but you know, I like where we at so far.
Yeah, I'm definitely liking this draft so far. Like I said, if again we did go that Penix route at 13, I'm glad we actually get to see, you know what I'm saying, at least a mock what you know it could look like.
What can happen. You know what I mean? Now, 44, I could have taken a guard, but hey, fuck, we're getting sexy here. We're getting sexy here. And shout out to the chat, man. I'm not even looking at. Hey, I knew some people in here gonna start tripping, but shout out to the chat. We let me see. Go Trey Benson at 77. I would have, but that was a little too rich for my blood, bro. We still gonna have a running back. We coming up on it. Trenches can wait to the hundreds. Hey, shout out to you, beast up, man. And that's exactly what we did. Waited to the hundreds. Let me see. SoCal in the building. Oh, salute SoCal, salute. Hey, Raiders Rebels, salute to you as well, man. How you doing? Let me see. Kyrie Jackson. Yeah, we went Kyrie. McLaughlin. I see a lot of people talking about McLaughlin. Yeah. And Leo, don't start that, man. All right. I was one of now look, I was one of the guys that said, okay, whatever. Josh left. Now, did it hurt? Cool. But I'm like, at the end of the day, it's for the greater good. So whatever, right? But I think you can get it by committee, but at the end of the day, it's got to be the right running back to me. Let me see. So we here at our pick. All you, Daniel. I mean,
see what running backs are left just for shits and giggles.
Let me see. Okay. Isaiah Davis, Lauby, slim pickings. I like this guy right here. Let's see.
Go back to the linebacker real quick.
If we go all.
Yeah. I see James Williams is the number one guy at the moment. Yeah. I know. Right. You can go back to all, I guess.
Let's see. It's slim. Damn. This is a good ass pick.
Yeah.
Because I like that McKinley Jackson. I mean, have we addressed every need? Kind of. I mean, if you go to if you go back to all, there's still some guys here. I can keep scrolling. You want me to keep scrolling?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of, like you said, what's I guess biggest need.
Yeah, you can go back. I can rock with a running back if you took a running back here. I mean, we got another 5th round. We got that extra 5th. So, I mean, if you can go to whatever you wanted at that point, and I'll just bounce off that.
Click on Kalen King for me real quick. That cornerback at Penn State, his profile or whatever. File 11. Yeah, no, we're good.
4.6. Ooh, that's bad.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go. What's his name? Isaiah Davis, that running back. He's like one of my guys in Dynasty that's super late.
This one right here.
Yeah, click his profile. I'm pretty sure he's like 218. That's a solid dude.
He's a 4 or 5. Now, I've seen people also talk about this Lauby. This dude right here, I've seen people talk about. Right here. Okay. He's a 4 or 5 too.
Yeah, again,
but he's more like
it's just, you know, I think it's a solid bottom.
You want to go Davis?
Yeah, Isaiah Davis.
I rock with it. Cool with it. I'm cool with it. Let's see. Yeah, all right. Me, I have an idea where I'm going to bounce around, but if he gets picked, then we're having a different. I'm not even gonna say it yet. We getting close. All right, come on. I don't know.
This is probably what it feels like when you're in that draft room. You're like, please, dear, just don't let them pick that dude.
Yeah, right? Oh my gosh! I bet the whole draft room is on like pins and needles, just like.
I mean, you talking about dudes getting paid millions to make these decisions, right? Like it's like, damn, like we got to make the right decision. Extra 6. I don't really care about that. Nah. Okay. Did he get picked? Nope. All right, I'm already on that where I'm saying
Love
that
it.
I'm going offensive. Yeah, I was looking at the Keegan.
Yep.
Yeah, I
didn't want to take too much of a
right.
homer pick that early when I was picking, so that's why I went running back.
6'5", 310 in the senior, got some experience.
Beast.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Play left guard. So, you know, I know that run blocking had to be where it needed to be.
Right.
So I'll take that shit.
We got value. Look, he was 144. We got him at 174, 30, like whatever picks later.
Exactly. Now, if you look at our draft so far, we're coming up on the last pick, but we got an extra pick because we traded back so we can just, we can collaborate on the last one.
Yeah, perfect.
You looking, right, so far, Penix 13, Leggett 44, Kyrie Jackson 87, Matt Goncalves at 112, Isaiah Davis at 148, and Trevor Keegan at 174. I'm not mad at the draft. Not mad at it at all.
I'm not either. That's what I'm saying. It could have been a lot worse, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Now, I will admit, if we picked Penix at 13 and I have a whole night to sit there and react and deliberate on the shit, I'm probably gonna be in a iffy mood, right? I'm not gonna be like completely happy. I'm gonna be like,
it's definitely more sour mood than right now.
Exactly. You feel what I'm saying? I'll get happier as 44 on goes. I'm like, okay, all right, we're having a pretty good draft. But that's where I would be at right here. Oh shit, we're here. Okay.
Oh fuck yeah, that's what I was looking for, and I was like, we're already on the clock.
We're here. Okay, so where do you think we should go to round it out? Right? To round it out, where do you think we should end this bad boy off?
Man, I mean, we've addressed a lot of needs. I feel like we've done good.
We've addressed a lot of needs. I will say that. I pretty much everything we went in with question marks on, I feel like we've gotten something.
I scroll down a little bit because I do recognize Lovett. I'm just trying to see some names that stand out to me.
D tackle wouldn't be bad. I could rock with a D tackle on this too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always cool with extra, either side of the line with depth. You know what I'm saying? Always love that. Right. And then it's like, defensive help everywhere. I say the same because, we're pretty stacked on offense, maybe not running back anymore, but still all offensive. I feel like the receivers are fucking, now we got Adams, we got Jacoby Myers.
Right. And then we
just added Xavier Legette. That's what I'm saying. So
don't need no receiver.
Right.
But I will say, from a standpoint of the DBs and just based off some of the people that I have in the lives all the time, they always talk about Dwight McGlothern. I looked into it. You look at the profile, he's 6'2", right? 6'2", long wingspan, 4'4". I wouldn't mind adding more to the DB room. So that'd be probably where I would lean right there. I say just add another DB. That'd be me.
Yeah, that works with me. I'm totally cool with that.
All right, so if you cool with that, I say let's rock with McGlothern. All right, and
the chat wanted them too, right? They should be happy.
Chat did like him. Chat wanted. I know either my guy Cowtown or Rebel. Rebel said it as well. So there we go. Hey, look, they wanted Estime. Look, I understand y'all wanted a running back at that portion, but
bro, I run a faster 40 than Estime. We don't want him. Straight up. I know he's huge, but bro, we don't want him. There's definitely better running backs in this draft.
Yeah. So that's the draft right there, folks. So we'll go through it again. A rundown and Daniel special, right? You get Penix at 13. We probably coming off a day one iffy. But then you go with Leggett at 44. Oh, shit. Okay, that's a little better.
Yep.
Kyrie Jackson at 87. Okay, all right. Now we go with a tackle again at round 4. Okay, cool. We add to the O-line, get our running back at 148, add to the O-line again with the 5th round, and the 6th round, get another corner.
Yeah.
That has potential. I feel like we got a lot of good value. And a lot of good needs. So I'm messing with it, man.
Yeah, I'm stoked on it. That was definitely a cool first little mock draft for sure.
Oh yeah, bro. Hey, look, the Raiders gonna need to go ahead and shell us out some bread. It worked like that, it work out, right?
Throw us on the payroll with Scouts too. We're here for it.
Man, little scout salary, man. Come on now. Easy money. But
no big deal.
Man, that's been a one fire show here for the Raider Rundown, man. I'm glad you were the first guest on here, man. I appreciate you for coming on. But I want you to go ahead and shout out what you got going on this weekend, man, so people can tap in and go ahead and check you out.
All right, so 420. I'm gonna do the soft launch of the YouTube. Like I said, you can just hit me up on Instagram at the moment at DanielRay24. And then I'll post pretty much like I gotta still set like my YouTube name channel or whatever. So I have all the deets coming out, I guess by Friday. So a day before whatever it's gonna drop. But yeah, just doing the shit, talking a lot of fantasy talk for sure, but also a lot of Raider talk. So it's gonna be a little bit of everything, I feel like. But dude, I'm so stoked to come on, man. Thank you for having me on. This was fucking awesome. I had a blast, dude.
Hey,
it's been a hot minute. I think we were on Chris's show together like week 2 maybe or something. But then like I said, a couple weeks later, we weren't able to link up on your show. But man, finally got on. And yes, thanks again, dude. This was awesome.
Of course, bro. And let's not make it the last time, bro. You always
absolutely not. Yeah, I'm down.
Come on. We already was talking about next week and that draft coverage. So obviously whatever happens that day 1, I know you got something, but whatever happens that day 1, come react to it, talk about day 2. You're more than welcome next week, man.
Yeah,
so
I'll be there day 2 for sure.
Oh yeah. So that's that's another fire show here on the Raider Rundown, man. Make sure you guys are tapping on the like button. You heard my man Daniel, what he got going on, right? So go ahead, check him out. And don't y'all forget, next Thursday, right, for the draft, open link live party, bro. So anybody want to join, come join. You probably gonna see Daniel in there day 2, right? But it's gonna be
if it gets wild enough, I might pop in day 1.
Hey, bro, I'm telling you, hey, I'm gonna leave it open for anybody to join. It might get crazy in this motherfucker. We gonna see. Definitely gonna see. But shout out to everybody that is here once again, man. It's another episode of the Raider Rundown. Turf and Rundown tomorrow, man. So make sure you guys check out that show tomorrow, 9:30 Eastern. But y'all know what it is, man. Like we always say every week, we always keep it authentic from the clouds to the ground on the Raider Rundown. We'll see y'all next week.